Hey everybody, welcome to the Justin T. Weller Show on True Chat, broadcasting from, obviously, True Chat Studio 2A in Cincinnati, Ohio. Curious to know what you guys think of our studio. I know that usually you see me in a little bit more personal setting. We're doing some new testing in the studio, so I was using this opportunity to do some testing by capturing footage myself for this show. So I know it's a little switch up. Hopefully you guys are still for it. But as you could tell today, I wanted to share with you guys how Brett and I met, because this is something that I don't know if I've ever really explained. Now, I'll tell you this. Brett has his version, and I have my version. And I'm trying to think of the correct word to use. They are slightly different, but basically, if we harken back to almost a little over 2 years ago now, 2.5, almost 3 years ago when we initially met, we were both dating different people at the time. And even though we had seen each other, it was kind of more like acquaintances through men's chorus when we were both at Xavier University. And we were both in men's chorus, and I remember the first time I saw him because it was, you know, it's one of those moments where you're kind of like, you're in a new setting, and it was first day in men's chorus, and somebody catches your eye. Well, he, needless to say, caught my eye. Now, that said, I was with somebody at the time, and, you know, so was he. Of course, I didn't know that then, but that he was with somebody. But later I found out that, he's dating the mentor of my current boyfriend. So that was exciting. Obviously, though, I, at the time, was happy with who I was with, and, you know, no intention, just had caught my attention. That said, as, you know, time progressed, probably a month later or so, the four of us were out going somewhere, and we were going to a party. And we were coming back from this said party, and we're walking on the sidewalk, and for some reason, you know, who knows? This is what alcohol does to people. I forget if it was either, it was one of our two boyfriends whose idea it was, so it wasn't Brett or I's, that we should switch boyfriends, so to speak, at least for the walk home to hold each other up. So that's what we did. So they were walking in front of us, Brett and I were walking behind them. And I think that was the first night where I realized that I had feelings for him. And I think he'll tell you the same thing. First time that he realized he had feelings for me too. So it was, that part of the story is always mutually accepted. However, in part because of who he was with, I think, and just because of where he was at in life, he felt very sensitive to the possibility of somebody else liking him or him liking somebody else or anything like that. So that said, once he thought I liked him and might be pursuing him, which again, I was not pursuing him, he went ahead and told his boyfriend, who then told my boyfriend, and basically then, the way I tell it, and Brett probably won't tell it this way, he shunned me and refused to speak to me. This is Brett, refused to speak to me or even look at me for like 3 months. And he ended up breaking up with his boyfriend later, and I did with mine as well, and a number of other things transpired, but it came down to the end of the school year. We were both single, and I ran into him in the student center. There he was with some guy that, you know, he was, I think, interested in, but it was kind of awkward because it was the first time we'd said more than like 2 words to each other in a while. And I remember thinking to myself that night, you know, I bet that someday he might not ever say it to me, but he'll think it, that he liked me too and wishes that he hadn't, you know, shunned me, so to speak. And basically that's, you know, relatively what happened, because 3 months after that, middle of summer, and I get a text from none other than Brett. And basically within the first 2 hours, I think we both knew it was going in a direction of, this is going to be more than just friends, pretty quickly, obviously. That said, one of the things that he started out, which I think is a great point to our relationship was wanting my perspective, because he had heard a number of rumors about me, 95% of which were not true, that he had kind of accepted as truth, which is one of the reasons he shunned me, because he thought that I didn't care about relationships and just wanted in his pants, basically. And that wasn't the case. That's not where I was at in life. It's not what I was after. I wanted something, and I told him that night very straightforward that I wasn't interested in any kind of a fling. I was only interested in something that had long-term potential. And we both agreed to base our entire relationship on trust and commitment to one another and mutual respect. And that has gotten us 1 year and 9 months, approaching the 2-year mark. So it's very exciting stuff. We've shared a lot of fun times together, a lot of cool memories, and we've worked through a lot of things. First person that I ever lived with, other than obviously my family, so first romantic partner that I guess that's not exactly true, but lived with and had our own place, we have a cat, we've gone through a lot of things that I have never experienced before, that he's never experienced before. It's definitely the longest relationship for both of us. And I'm just excited that, it's still as strong as it is, because it's so curious to me how things evolve as time goes. And just as you move through the different stages of a relationship, learning any number of things about the person, their habits, what they like, what they don't like, what you both like, what you both dislike. It's just, I appreciate it. I might be a more hopeless romantic from a sentimental standpoint, because I think Bret would tell you I'm not as big a romantic on like physical gestures of, here's a bunch of flowers or here's a bunch of gifts. And I'm sure he would appreciate if I did more of the gifts. I don't know what this is. This isn't really gifts. Anyway, more gifts. So that's I guess what I wanted to share is kind of how we met, and then why I think we have lasted as long as we have. And we've gone through, I'm not going to lie to you guys. You saw the video not that long ago. We've gone through a lot of crap together. It's just kind of the way life is. And it's not 99% of everything we've gone through is not because of the other person. It's just because of stuff happening in life. And that's part of life. But having somebody there always makes it better. I've been on my own plenty, but I guess my piece of advice today would be to find somebody who appreciates you and who's willing to trust. Because without trust, respect, and commitment, you might as well, find somebody else. Is kind of my perspective. So I know you guys got all your own thoughts, and that's awesome. I want to know what they are, and I want to know what you guys would like to see coming up, because there's been, we've covered a lot, and we keep covering a lot, and I'm always thrilled to see you guys do stuff. I've been thinking about a new direction for the channel. Some of your comments in the past few weeks have been exciting to me, because they've hedged more toward appreciating my insight into deeper issues, which is really the stuff that I enjoy the most. Not to say that I don't enjoy doing, skitsy little fun videos, because those are fun from time to time, but I think I'd like to take the channel more in a issue-based kind of, life choice direction. I want to know if you guys think that's a good idea, because I'm sure we'll lose people, but we may gain people along the way. And at the end of the day, I need you to share this video. And if you didn't hate it, give it a big thumbs up, because I'll appreciate it. And I asked you to do like 20 things in the comment section below. You guys are awesome about that, always giving feedback. So I think we covered, if you want to go the new direction of the channel, and how you guys approach relationships. So I guess only 2. That wasn't nearly as many as I usually say. I'm like, just go to the comment section and tell me everything. And you don't have to do that. You only got 2 assignments this week. So thank you to everybody for continuing to comment. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you haven't. I'm going to try to post more story updates on there so you guys can catch things throughout the week. Sorry, the other thing, I remembered it. I want to know if you guys would enjoy daily vlogs and not like capturing everything I do on a day-to-day basis because I just don't have time to do that, but like quick 2 or 3 minute updates each day. A peek into the issues I faced that day, how I'm approaching them, that type of thing. A true vlog type of thing. So let me know if you'd like that because I might give it a try and who knows, we'll see what happens. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do so now. If you've made it this far in the video, you're super awesome. So follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at Justin T. Weller. As always, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you next time on The Justin T. Weller Show. Be the change.